Hello, friends. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 22 of Raft, which originally streamed live on Twitch. I made a stuffed animal to keep me... Oh, no, I didn't make this. Or you mean this guy? You mean this one? It does look like a plushie at the moment. Why not both? Oh, let's get building. I can always change gears if you guys decide for me to. I'm gonna need some nails. I forgot that that's required. I do have a mod that I'm not currently running that makes the beehives a little quieter, or silent even, because they're, let's be honest, they're a little annoying sounding. Having to listen to them constantly is, less than fun. Oh, there's some new islands. So on these new islands, what I could do is I could seek out sources of additional titanium. That way I could afford the new upgrades. And... no, that's not backwards. One, two, three... Could you build a land home? No. You have to build only on your raft. Or at least for now. I don't know what they have planned for future updates, but currently it's raft or nothing. Oh, I actually didn't cover it on the other side. Okay, I'll just do the same thing. So, in the interest of like symmetry and efficiency, my design has essentially mimicked farms. So this here is just like that one. Now, let me start steering. Where am I going? There is something up ahead. Kind of this way. Yeah, it looks like a honkin' island too. Cool. Hey, Crazy Dave, thanks for gifting out a sub. So I'm going to want another sprinkler here, and the idea was to have farms in here, and then to have the beehives over here with flowers. Bees require flowers, and not you know, regular fruit or veggies or anything like that. Or you could have beehives on both sides if food isn't an issue. Oh, this isn't that honkin' of an island. Big, but it's not that big. Sorry, bird. I need feathers. Uh-oh. Ha! Missed me. Man, they're fast. Talk about aggressive. Uh-oh. I keep falling. That's not good. And let me hit the anchor, because I'm here. Right. One thing to note is when you are anchored like this, you don't waste fuel. I tested that myself because someone speculated. So you can cut the engines if you want, but it's not even necessary. You can leave them running and it won't burn fuel. All right, let me clear these out and continue building. I don't really need to go to the island just yet because you guys have voted for me to build, and I left that up for way too many minutes. Finish building. If I could spell it. The raft. So I'm going to build without incorporating the high-tech stuff yet, and then I'll try to shoehorn the high-tech stuff after I'm done. But that's going to require a little bit more, or actually a lot more titanium than I currently have. And yes, I'm littering. Don't care. How dangerous is the sharks? 3 chomps and you're dead, unless you have armor to mitigate some of it. So they're pretty chompy. You should probably avoid getting chomped, because on hard, so on normal difficulty and on normal difficulty and easy difficulty, there will only ever be 1 shark, but on hard difficulty there can be up to 5. So currently I have obviously at least 2. But there may be more. I just haven't spotted them. So yeah, you gotta be pretty careful of that. So let's continue building this lovely little thatch farm thing. If you cover like this, the reason I have it covered is it will protect it from seagulls being able to eat your crop. So it's crop protection. Looks to me like I need 1 more grass tile, and also looks to me like either you guys just ate all of your... Yeah, I think they just ate all the grass. It's probably still being watered. Yeah, this battery still has a little bit of oomph left. But maybe the sprinkler's out. No, sprinkler wasn't out either. The grass is just growing. So once the perimeter of your raft is reinforced with metal, sharks can't bite it. So these sharks here can only bite my raft if I add foundations. So now that I'm adding a foundation, you'll see that they'll immediately start biting this here because it's not metal, whereas the rest of my boat is all metalled up. So to be symmetrical, let's get another sprinkler. So that would be 2 scrap, 2 bolts, and a circuit board. Yep, so here you can see it's biting because I gave it something to bite. Otherwise, they're just not allowed to bite the reinforced stuff. And the inside of my raft, as you can see, is not reinforced. It only has to be what sharks have access to. So the perimeter only, unless you have like a donut-shaped raft or some weird hole in the middle, then the perimeter would be in the inside as well. I think. I'm not 100% sure about that, but we could test it if you really want. Vine goo. And there's my circuit board. 2 scrap. Alright, so here's the other sprinkler. if I want to power up this sprinkler, I ought to make another battery for it. So that's another ingot and 3 more scrap. Now, I know I mentioned this before, but it was probably a very long time ago. The reason I have the sprinklers elevated is the range that they have is improved when it waters what's below them better than waters what's above them. It sprinkles downwards very, very effectively, so that's why I have it up like this. There's battery. And now that tank has water. I really don't see how this is so inefficient and needs, like, new technology to fix, but I don't know. I'm just a Luddite, maybe. Oh, nice. I finally have 2 stacks of feathers. Feathers are obviously what you use for arrows, and it's kind of necessary to have them if you want to be shooting stuff. I need 1 more farm grass tile if I want to be symmetrical. Just checking if I already have it made. No, I don't think I do. Okay, so let's make another one. Another grass plot. So that's 2 dirt. And my dirt's over here. To keep animals fed, they have to be fed grass from grass plots. And now the sprinkler will automatically water that, and done. So all that's left to do is to put planters inside the farm spot here. And more or less my building plan will be complete. My original blueprint for this. So let's do some medium crop plots, because medium crop plots will allow me to grow cool things. I'll make 2 of them for now. They really do burn up my scrap. I don't have a lot of scrap. I never do. One, 2, and I don't think I can fit a 3rd in. I'll try though. Yeah, if you have like a multi, so as how do you Siluatsock? I don't know how to say your name, but yeah, if you have a very, very, very large raft, obviously the pumps are going to be helpful. But for my small, efficient design, pumps, water, the electric purifiers don't really do much for me because everything is at my fingertips. I don't have to run around the map trying to collect stuff or anything like that. I designed this to be very efficient. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get 3 in here. No. Alright, well let's put them in front of the doors then. That way they're easier to interact with. Okay, and I'm going to have you guys decide. Here, let me, whoops, let me do that. I'll just put the last planter out here for funsies on my balcony. I'll just ignore it for now. What do you want me to grow in the medium crop plots? So let me get out to my seed box. I could do watermelon or pineapple. One, 2, or both. I have strawberries? Yeah, Are they medium crop plots or are they small crop plot? They might be medium. Are they medium only? I don't even know. I can update the poll if they're medium only. I usually don't play too far past Tangaroa, as you may have noticed. This is part of the design as well. I forget how high this needs to be. I think 3 up, not 4 up. Oh, I don't know. We'll find out. Let me see if I can't, I'll slap down a small crop plot, see if the strawberries don't go in it. Bananas are obviously the tree plots. So, if I do have tree plots, we can put those in. Okay, yep, they are small crop plot. That's what I thought. So, we'll do both. That's what got the wins. So 2 and 2. And this stuff will get automatically watered because it's within the range of the sprinkler, as you can see. And you guys wanted strawberry? There we go. Some strawberry. You guys are eating a lot of grass, aren't you? They're requiring a bit of watering. Now, if I want more honey, I'm going to need to dig up more sand. So one of the reasons I'm at an island like this is there should be some sand for me to use. So let's plant some other stuff. Actually, I really don't have any other fruiting seeds. I guess I have potatoes. So I'll plant 3 potatoes, and I'll plant 3 beets. That means I need 1 more small crop plot. So, yeah, you could obviously fit a lot of food in here if you wanted to. And then it's designed to hold more animals. So, let me move my cluckers over there. Man, they made a lot of eggs. I'll just eat some raw eggs. I was hungry. Oops. That was supposed to be my empty bottle. Put some seeds away. Where's the other seeds? Banana seeds, there they are. Alrighty. I think, yeah, I think I'm ready to work on my biofuel a little bit and then try to find more titanium to incorporate the higher tech stuff. Do you all want to see water filtration? If no, I could just keep building. There's a... Oops. I just poured out all my water. There's a little bit more that I wanted to add to the raft as part of the final design, but I'm pretty close to being what I would consider done. Hey. Oops. That was a waste of an arrow. I can hear them plucking out my fruit. The covered greenhouse isn't perfect, so every now and then they'll get access to... what do they even pluck? One of my white flowers there, I guess. So I'll replace that. I killed his cousin, though. I'm gonna cook his cousin. If you really, really want, you could build an entirely walled-in farm, because farms don't require sunlight to grow, just water. So I could wall this in, I just didn't like the aesthetics of walling it entirely in. I kind of like the open design, which is why I'm keeping it open even at the cost of a few flowers every now and then. It depends on whether you're trying to play min-maxed or trying to design for aesthetics. It's up to you. It looks like you guys do want to see water filtration, so first step of water filtration is a purifier. Let me get a purifier made. So I do already have the 4 ingots of titanium for that. Can I milk my goat? I can. I don't need milk for really any of the recipes I'm currently using. There's really not a lot that you do with goat milk ever. Because one of the only ways to use goat milk is to use it for the poison puffer recipe, but the poison puffer recipe requires poison puffers, which is, you know, expensive yeah, it's not a very cheap recipe. So I'll show you that recipe if you're interested. It would be this one right here, head broth. Requires 2 poison puffer heads, a potato or a beet, and milk. And then there's this one, fish stew, which requires egg, 2 fish, and milk. But those are the only 2 recipes that really call for milk, and the poison puffer one is extraordinarily expensive, and this one requires you to be fishing, which I almost never do, which is why you don't really see me, using the goat for milk. It's more just to collect it, I guess. A collector goat. A pet goat. So there's the purifier. And this purifier has to be on the water level like this so that it can pull water from the ocean. So as you can see, it has a hose, and then it will pump it to a pipe here. So if I do want to incorporate a water purifier, I sort of have to figure out a few things. I have to figure out where I'm going to store the water, which means where am I going to put the water tank, and then also how to connect the water pipes as well, because the water pipes have some clunky-ish hitboxes. So I'll make a few water pipes just so that you can see what I'm talking about. So let me grab my scrap. And I forget what submenu the water pipes are. Oh, is it just the build? No, it's not the build menu. Here it is. Okay, I'm nearly out of scrap, so I gotta be mindful of that. Another thing I want to do is grab some shark heads to turn it into biofuel, and then also put the flippers on. because I'll be in the water fighting the sharkies. I can drink the milk too? Yep, I know. So this is sort of the way the water pumps work, right? Where water pipes. They're a little clunky, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to hook, if I do want water, how to hook up the sprinklers without these pipes running all over my raft, because that would be ugly. So maybe what I do is I cut out a hole here and drop the pipes down and then connect it to a water tank or something. I'll have to figure it out. Let's make it daytime, and we'll clear out this island and harvest the sand and all that jazz. But I'm getting plenty of honey for the biofuel. So for now, I'll put the water purifier away until I have more of the setup so that I can design it together. So I'm going to need scrap and titanium. So source, get sand, scrap, and titanium. Make it centered behind the fuel tanks. I won't be able to access it, that's the problem. So the problem is the electric purifier is battery powered, and you need to be able to gain access to the battery. So if I buried it behind the fuel tanks, I would have to have like a really large path to walk out there to actually get to the back of the batteries, because you'll need to clear the batteries out kind of regularly. It's a little annoying. It's just the way it's designed. All right, sharkies. I got my flippers, I got my armor. Let's go. So I think there's only 2 of them. This island doesn't look like it has a really big reef. Which means there's not going to be a lot of sand or other materials. Come on, Sharky number 2. Are you going to fight me? Is this 2v1 or are you coward? Looks like he's a coward. Oh no, maybe he's coming now. Get over here. What you doing, fool? That's what I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll leave the head there for now. Hey, you! Get over here! Sharks, I mean, I suspect if I had like 5 sharks attacking me, they would still pose a bit of a threat, but 2 sharks? Not really as threatening as they were really early on in the game. The high-quality weapons and flippers and skill, it ain't no problem. Alright, so now I have 8 shark meat. I'm actually going to rip this one's head off. And I don't think I really need any more iron or... Yeah, I don't really need any of this stuff. I'll get a few. But we're mostly on to titanium now, so the regular metals don't matter. It's mostly scrap and sand, like I said. So I'll go after scrap sand. So sand makes glass, and the glass is a recipe or an ingredient to make a jar of honey. And jars of honey are required to make biofuel. So There's really early on, you need a little bit of sand for glass for the water purifiers. And then, like, you don't need glass for the vast majority of the game. And then right at the end, you need glass again. And a bunch of it to make the honey. But I wouldn't, if you're just starting out, I wouldn't advise you to, like, stockpile it, because you don't need a ton of it. A little glass goes a long way. Bowls are useful for recipes, you're right. Or clay, rather, to make bowls out of recipes. But I have clay back in the base, or back in the raft anyway, so it's not something I need a lot of. Scrap, I do find that, like, I'm pretty much always in need of scrap. So that's one of those things, like, if you see scrap, unless you have, like, a entire chest full of it, chances are you'll still need more. Because it's the one thing that you use a ton of, you can't just easily get with the collection nets. You can get a little bit of scrap in collection nets through the barrels and the crates, but it's not like wood or leaf fronds or stuff like that, where you're going to get tons and tons and tons of it, as much as you can handle, and then you throw out a whole ton of it. I've never thrown scrap overboard. And then if you're a builder, the scrap also makes nails, so you're going to need a whole lot of it just to get built. Yeah, stairs and pillars, they all require nails. Exactly. Which you mostly get from scrap. I'm actually a little surprised that they don't allow you to turn metal ingots into nails as a secondary recipe. So I could definitely see the utility in that. Is the other shark? Yeah, there he is. I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm just gonna pull this one's head off before I eat. It's a little creepy how it's still kind of moving. Now I'm just gonna cook up the raw shark, because I can't be bothered to do the full recipe. Now I have 31 sand, and jeez, bird. What was it nipping at? Maybe my strawberries? I could always add a scarecrow, but as long as you get there within 15 seconds, you can stop them from killing and eating whatever they're trying to kill and eat. Was this out of power? No, plenty of power. That one's good too. This one's fresh. So the last thing I need to do is to grab the metal detector and see if there's any titanium on this island before leaving. Because there's really not much other than the titanium that I need. Although I do need food. I'll just eat one of these compots. Cooked faster! So, the metal detector and shovel. Can't really do one without the other. And yep, there's definitely something on this island, because I'm indicating brightly. Junk! Yay! Well, some more scrap, that's fine. And then there should be maybe a box up here to go. Maybe not this kind of island. Maybe it's underwater. All right, off to another island. So at this point, it's I'm not gonna lie, it gets pretty repetitive because all that's really left for me to do is to go island hopping and try to collect the titanium for the last of the water filtration stuff. And there's really nothing else to do but that. For some of the other water filtration, I do have enough ingots for the tank. So yeah, let's go ahead and crank a tank out. And then try to use the scrap that I have to plan the water network. I don't have a ton of scrap, but maybe enough to get a little of the piping done. Hey, Chan, I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself? I'm doing pretty well. Oh, did I just... Yeah, oh, no, it didn't go into the collector. That'd be pretty funny. I didn't want it, so I throw it right back into my own collection. So, yep, pushing off, heading to a new island. The only thing I advise is that you travel in the same direction continually, because you can definitely accidentally, and I did this last stream, double back onto your own path and only really go to islands that you've already traveled to, which is rather pointless. Oh, and then if you're wondering, I can punch in the Varuna Point, but I don't think it really does anything. So that would be 1176. Yep. Because it's not in the game yet. So, as you can see, update required. So we're off. And this is the last honey I have for biofuel, so we'll be down to nil soon. If I do want to hook up this sprinkler, I'm going to need to move this ranching chest or whatever it is. Where could I put this that wouldn't be too inconvenient? I could even put it... just put it here for now. Not very creative. Adios, trees! So here's the water tank. It's a 2x1. It has water in, water out. I could perhaps try to shoehorn it in this spot here in the front of the ship. But the water pipes that I'm using are more to the back of the ship. So I think what's likely to happen is I'll have to add some additional area back here, which was your original suggestion. Oops. I'm trying to hydrate, I promise. Cheers. So let's go and do that, see what that looks like. So what that would look like is we'll need some plastic and wood. And then I'm also going to want to armor it up so that the sharks don't eat it, which is metal ingots and nails. So something like this should probably be big enough. Oh, out of nails. Alright, so it's all armored up on the outsides. And That'll keep it safe. Let's go grab the purifier and figure out how to put these down so they're not hideous. Also, it might be nighttime. Yeah, there we go. So the purifier, like I said, has to hang off the edge so it can draw water. So let's say I hypothetically put it there, and then the water tank has an in and out. So I think I'm going to reverse these two sides. I'll put the water tank here so that the out points towards where the water pipes are, sort of roughly. And then the water purifier, then the battery interaction spot is here, which faces me, and then the pipes just have to go to the in right there, which is not that far to go. I'm going to make sure that my collection nets are cleared so that I can keep collecting scrap per chance. Because I get a tiny bit of scrap every time I do this. Because the piping requires a lot of scrap. So here's 10 more pipes. So now, once this... Oh, a new island. Is that new? Yeah, I'm not going to double back for it. It's one of those Screecher Bird islands. No thanks. You know what? Let's just do it. I'm not afraid no Screecher Birds. Is it just me or is the raft riding low? It's not just you. The raft is definitely riding a little low because the water levels are rather tumultuous. All right, let's get another battery made so I can power it up. So ingot and 3 scrap. Everything costs scrap. So this battery is for the water purifier. And now this will suck water in, it will filter it, and then start filling these tanks. And then the last thing I need to do is to figure out how to run my pipes from up there, where I have my sprinkler system, to down below. Which is almost certainly going to require me to knock out some fencing. Also, oh yeah, I'm coming up on it. So this is probably, because I didn't design this ahead of time, it's not going to be as elegant as my the rest of the raft. And maybe I'll iterate it continuously to make it look nicer, but yeah, we'll make do. I should be throwing on the brakes soon. Why does it say dust sucker on the vacuum? Duster Ultra Zero. It was a wet vac, maybe? I don't know. It looks like we're about to crash. And then I'll have to keep my eyes on the sky, because that thing's going to try to drop boulders on my head. Schultze, thank you for the resub. Oh god, I have so much gross coffee sludge on my hands. Poor mouse. Probably has some of it on it. So, yeah, you can start to see the water level go up. And I don't know, I'll have to figure out how to do the plumbing. Gonna be ugly, like I said. I think my best bet is to have it suspended. Was this not supported by... Yeah, let me get rid of this fencing. I don't think this area is supported by pillars. So I'll put this back once I'm done. Okay. Look, I think I'm gonna need a pillar there, but I don't have the nails on me. Alright, there we are. So one of the things that you could do is you could put down, like, flooring to put plumbing on top of it, and then remove the flooring and it will float. So that's what I'm trying to do here. But I'm going to need even more pillars, temporary pillars, which means more nails, which means it's going to be just more expensive. If you use high poles, you can get them back. That's a cool trick. So these kind of islands typically don't have a lot of scrap in the reef, and I'm sort of surrounded by sharks. I'm mostly just here for the titanium, so I think that's what I'm going to focus on. So let me take off these flippers and go search the island for titanium after killing the nasty screecher. Got my bow, got my arrows. What else do I need? The clothing. My helmet's gonna break, but whatever. It's good enough. And I'll start cooking up the next meal. I'm also probably going to want new shovel, because this shovel's about to break. Bolt, ingot, planks. I should stop throwing my wood out, because I've actually used up a considerable sum. Alright, away we go. I think I'm close enough to the shore that the sharks are going to leave me alone. But Mr. Drops a Boulder is probably not going to leave me alone. Yeah, I don't think the sharks are following me. Hey, Jordan! Happy holidays to you too, and thank you for the resub. How's it been going? Oh, there you are. Where is this? I don't want to use up my metal detector's charge to try to figure out... Ow! Almost broke my helmet. Is it up here? I can't climb this. Well, I'm not a roach. I don't know how to climb like this without, like... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was up here. And we have a titanium. Got one. Now let me check the main island. Just be careful of that thing dropping garbage on my head. I can go into the cave system. I guess that's one way to stay protected. There's dirt here, but I don't really need dirt because I already have all the farms I need. Could collect the cave mushrooms, though. Well, you were quick on the draw. Just waiting for me. The Screecher's relatively easy to kill. It just requires a lot of, like, arrows, and if I can just ignore it, I will. As long as I keep moving, it's not gonna get me. Although there might be boars up here that I'll have to fight. And here's some of the red berries. So I don't know what kind of bushes those look like to you, but they don't look like anything to me. Oh, you got me. I'll take a salve just in case. Oh yeah, because there's a boar here. Thank you for tuning in to Raft, which originally streamed live on Twitch, December 28th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Raft-farers.